Hi there, I'm John Underhill and this is the Red Special Guitar Podcast. Welcome to the first ever News of the World. Now what is News of the World? Well, it's talking about things that Brian May's been doing, things that's happened on the Red Special forum, things, new products, other wonderful news that's going on, things that we need to support people with in the community. If that sounds like something that you'd like to watch, then please make sure you stick around after this to learn all about News of the World. So welcome back and welcome to News of the World, the first ever one. What are we going to talk about today? So first off, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what this should be, and it should just be little short clips of things going on in the community, so that if you haven't seen some of the stuff that's been going on, you can come and watch the video, catch up with things that have been going on in the Red Special community and see where things are. Also, I'm really keen that you, the viewer, gets to send things to me that you can add to News of the World. It's your news. I'd love for you to go on the RedSpecialGuitarPodcast.com, send me a description in the contact bar. If you've got any media, pictures, videos, anything you want to send, then chuck that in a Dropbox link, send it over, and I'll put that in the next News of the World with credits to you, thanking you for sending it in. I just hope that people do, and I look forward to seeing what you're all up to. I'm also going to be looking through news and Facebook and Instagram, seeing what people are up to. So if I see anything interesting, I'll try and post it up. But if you think there's something that you would 100% like to see me do, then please send it over so I don't miss it. And everyone gets to benefit from that. Anyway, so what's been going on? Well, I can tell you a couple of things. Brian May played the James Burton gig, well, he arranged the James Burton gig and then played at it with the Red Special guitar. He invited guitarists from all around guitar world to pay homage to James Burton, the chap who invented guitar bending, and it looked like it was an absolutely fantastic night. Now, a couple of people from the Red Special community attended. We have some footage from Susan Ermisch-Gunther, who sent over these videos to show us what we missed out on. Now, it looked like an absolutely fantastic night, and one of the things that you would have noticed is that our very own friend of the podcast, Ariel, was there playing her two-tone guitar. Now, Ariel has recently been on a UK tour and has a brand new Guyton Guitars two-tone replica in a wonderful brown finish called Saban, and when I went to see Ariel, I was very lucky that she invited me to play Saban and have a look at two-tone, and Saban is absolutely stunning. I cannot get over how in person the guitar felt and played and how wonderful it was, which is an absolute credit to Andy Guyton for making it, and also to Ariel and her friend for creating the original two-tone, which has also had some work done on the back of the neck, where Andy had to strip the paint off where it was flaking and causing a sticky neck feeling for Ariel, and has completely refinished it, and it's an absolutely fantastic job keeping the guitar exactly as it was but actually improving it. So well done to Andy, well done to Ariel. Heading back to the James Burton gig, Brian had a special guest with him, which was young Harry Churchill, who had been young Harry Churchill of Britain's Got Talent fame. Harry is about 12 years old, from Devon, and he played the guitar. Brian invited him along to play at the gig, and he got to hold the Red Special, meet Pete, meet Brian, and play with everyone. It looked like an absolutely fantastic thing, and Harry, you absolutely blew everyone away. And I would like to send out an invite to you and your parents to come along and see us at the Red Special Guitar Meetup this year. I'd love for you to get up on stage and play with our resident drummer Josh Cottrell, as you can see here. to proud dad Paul for sending that footage over. I think the two of you should make the ultimate Queen-inspired band and go on to rock the world as bands used to in the olden days. And I'd love to invite you to come along for a small bit and get to play with Josh. Please reach out to me if you would like to. I have some guest spots still available for people coming as guests, and I think it would be great if you could come. Jumping back to the Guyton Guitars two-tone replica, I just want a massive shout out to Matt Netherwood for creating the pickups for Saban and the Guyton Guitars two-toned replicas. Matt's been working with Andy now for some time and has been working with Ariel, and they've managed to recreate two-tones pickups exactly to the point where Ariel can't tell the difference, which, having spent some time with her and talking about how she hears things, is mind-blowing to me, knowing how specific she is on certain elements of sound. So well done to you, Matt. Please, everyone, head over to Yonder Bosk and pick up your Burns-inspired trisonic pickups from Matt. They are a fantastic item. Matt's UK, one of us, came up through the forum, and let's just support our forum members and all the things that they do. Please head over and see Matt. I also want to talk about my wonderful, wonderful friend, Mr. Andrek Hernandez, who edits the podcast for me. You can go and find him at RedSpecialTribute on Instagram and YouTube. He needs a like and a follow because he is awesome and he needs thanks for all the things that he does. I do say thank you to him quite regularly. He'll probably tell you he's a bit sick of it by now. And we do support Andrek with some things, helping him out along the way. But if we can go and support his YouTube and Instagram channel, that would be fantastic. He actually has a giveaway for a CE2 Wazacraft Boss pedal at the moment on his Instagram page. So if you want to get hold of one free of charge, Andrek has a little competition. You go and like and subscribe, tag some people in some posts, and you can be in with a chance to win one. He would absolutely love that, and it would mean the world to me if you went along and supported Andrek. Speaking of other Facebook friends to go and support, I want to say a massive shout out to Thomas Bruncard. His Tonex project has brought the Brian May tone to households around the world and has been used by Jamie Humphries live on stage. This is where Thomas did a Kickstarter to raise funds to purchase the Tonex box and go and profile a vintage 1970s Dallas Arbiter AC30 in Ireland, and then has passed all that information off to the rest of us free of charge. So thank you, Thomas, for doing that. It was a great thing to support. The Tonex files are absolutely amazing. It's just brought that entry point for Brian May tone right down now. You can go and pick up a Brian May guitar from Brian May Guitars, pretty cheap, and Tonex, and you're in Brian May heaven, which is something that I thought we would never get to. And it's under £1,000, which is a lot of money, but it's not compared to buying 3 AC30s, a splitter, chorus, 3 attenuators, a Red Special, a treble booster, cabling, power sources. All of that stuff is now in your iPhone or your iPad or on a piece of software on your computer. So Thomas, thank you so much for pioneering that for everyone. It's been absolutely fantastic and interesting to watch your journey with that and see what you've come up with. And I know there's some extra bits that are coming out soon, so please make sure you head over to Thomas's channel and check him out and like and subscribe. He is almost at the 1,000 sub mark, and it would be fantastic if the friends and family of the Red Special Guitar community could push him over the line and get to that mark. It is an arbitrary number. It doesn't actually mean anything, but I know when I hit it, I had a warm, fuzzy feeling inside for a couple of weeks, and it kept me going. So please consider going and supporting Thomas if you enjoy what he's put out. And also, if you have liked this video, then please think about subscribing to the podcast. You can do that by clicking subscribe on YouTube and hitting the little bell notification so you know when we've posted and you can come and watch the video. You can also sign up to follow us on Facebook and our Instagram page, where you'll see updates on up and coming things. And if you really, really enjoy this, then please consider becoming a podcast patron on Patreon. For as little as £3 a month, you can become a patron and be invited to join us on our Facebook chat, where you get to know all about podcast guests coming up, things that I'm up to, and depending on what tier you're up to, you can do various different things. And I have some exciting news to talk to you all about with the podcast Patron in the next few weeks or months. There's some things I've been working on for some time that will see some wonderful benefits for the patrons, and now's a great time to do it because you'll get to see what those are before everyone else. And we've got some great episodes coming up, so if you want to see them before everyone else or have a chance to ask me to ask someone something in an episode, then that's the way to do it. So please consider signing up to Patreon. I'll put links in the description for all of these things and these people. The news in podcast world is that we recently released 2 videos back to back, one being the Manuel Angelini podcast episode, which is one of my favourite podcast episodes. Obviously the Brian May one holds a massive place in my heart due to it being Dr. Sir Brian Harold May CBE, but Manuel, it was so great talking to you. I know it comes across that I'm just saying it, but it really was. And your product is amazing and your dedication is amazing. And if you haven't watched it, then please consider watching it or listening to it. It's a really good listen and it gets you really into the way Manuel thinks and his journey. And if you're not interested or get excited by that in our community, then I don't know what will. And the other video we released, which has gone down pretty well, is just me messing around with a BMG I found on Facebook Marketplace, trying to make it look a little bit more like the Guy in Guitar's Time Warp Red Special. It was more something to do, and I have got some other ideas of things that I'd like to do with it. There's some bits on my workbench at the moment which I will share with you in a separate video as I look to try and improve what I've done, but keep to the same ethos of using the existing holes. So I hope you enjoyed that. Again, if you haven't watched it, go and check it out. It's on YouTube and there'll be a link somewhere to go and have a look. But yeah, that's it for today's News of the World. If you've enjoyed this or not enjoyed it, then please let me know. Leave a comment in the description below so I know what to change for next time. Please, please, please send in your news from your world of the Red Special, anything you think I've missed out or would like to see added in. And if you've got any suggestions, then please shout. It's been wonderful talking to you again today, and thank you for being there. And I will say this last thing, you stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one.